Good morning, one and all. So, as I explained in the last class, so we studied our design pattern. So that is model view control design pattern we studied, and also we studied example of model view control design pattern. So in that, so we studied the architecture pattern. Okay, so in the architecture pattern, so we understood what is architecture pattern. Then so we understood the model view control architecture pattern. So in that we studied the analyzing a simple drawing program. Okay, so analyzing a simple drawing program means using our model view control design architecture pattern. So we can design a simple drawing program. After designing a simple drawing program, so we can view that simple drawing program. So we can insert different components onto the simple drawing program. The components like, so we can insert the components. Okay, the components like we can insert lines, we can insert circles. Okay, then we can insert the square and all. And what are the benefits or what are the advantages of this, and how to draw the line. Okay, and what are the action performed, what are the responses given by the system. So that also we studied. Okay, so using our the sequence diagrams and case diagrams. Okay, case diagram tables we studied, where the actions are performed and responses by the system. Okay, so we understood. So after that, so we also studied the sequence diagram. Okay, the sequence diagram shows what are the different sequences which is happening. Okay, from the system. Okay, from the system, and from other components. Okay, that also we understood. Then then you can we also studied about then also we studied about how to draw the lines. Okay, so how to draw the line. Okay, so how to draw the different this one. Okay, so the circle, the square and all. Okay, so last class we studied about the model view control architecture pattern. So there we studied about the drawing tool. Okay, so in the drawing tool we studied so how to draw the lines, how to draw the circle, then how to draw the square and all. And we also studied the use case diagram. We studied use case diagrams. We studied sequence diagrams. Okay, in the sequence diagrams, what are the different sequence of operations so that need to be performed. Okay, so that also we studied. And in the use case diagram, we studied the action performed and the system responses. What is the system response and what is the different action we perform? Okay, that also we studied in the use case diagram. Okay, so we will see the next example. Okay, in the model view control architecture pattern. Okay, so as I said, so the model view control architecture pattern. So is a very interactive kind of a pattern, so where so all these components are clearly defined. Okay, so what is the role of the component model, what is the role of the component controller, what is the role of the viewing component. Okay, so all these things are very clearly defined. So this slide, okay, so in our example, okay, which explains clearly how this the model view control architecture pattern, so it is used in the computer system. Okay, so whenever the person or the end user uses the input device like keyboard, mouse and all, so the straight away the input which is given by the end user will go to the controller part. Okay, so from the controller part, so there will be a communication to the model, there will be a communication to the viewing part. Okay, so if the from the controller want to communicate to the model part. Okay, so it can communicate, then it also can communicate to the viewing part also. Okay, so clearly you can observe here, okay, the three components. Okay, so that is controller, the model and a viewing component. Okay, with the help of the end user, it's working. Okay, so it is working. So on the design, okay, so the model view controller, okay, so all these are very important components. Okay, as is explaining the architecture of our model view controller pattern, it is a very interactive. Okay, it is very used in interactive kind of application. Okay, architecture for the interactive application, so where it is used, the architecture is used for the interactive application. Okay, introduced by the small talk developers at a PARC. Okay, so PARC is a one of the developers team. Okay, so where so they introduced this model view control architecture pattern. Okay, so that is a small talk. Okay, small talk is one of the example. Okay, example of our model view control architecture pattern or application of the model view control architecture pattern, which is developed using the model view controller architecture pattern. Okay, then after that the uh, partition application, so that it is scalable. Okay, so what is the use of this partitioning of application? Okay, so we are making a different partition of a model, we are making a different partition of viewing, we are making a different partition of the control, means separating the each and every operations. Okay, so model is separate, controller is separate and viewing is separate. Why we need to do this kind of a partition? Okay, so what is the advantage? Okay, so when you partition this, okay, the main advantage is scalability. Okay, we can scale and we can maintainable. Okay, so maintainability and scalability is very important. Okay, so whenever we scale this one, okay, so means so we can reduce and we can increase the size also. So means, so if I want to include more number of modules, we can include. I want to include some more components of the controller part, we can include. I can reduce some more components of the viewing. Okay, so that also we can do. So means what, the increasing and decreasing of the working component inside the model, inside the viewing and inside the controller. Okay, so it can be increased or decreased. Okay, so that is very important. Okay, that is called scalability and maintainability. So maintainability is very important. Okay, so designing of a system is one thing and maintaining is a very important thing. Okay, so whenever so we design a system and whenever So we are not able to maintain the system. Okay, it's very very difficult. So because of that, the maintainability plays very very important role. So what do you mean by maintainability? So when we have clear cut idea like viewing is separate, controller is separate, and model is separate, any problem okay which comes okay, so in the controller part, straight away we can refer the controller. Okay, any problem which comes under model part, we can refer in the model. Any problem okay which comes in the viewing part, we can refer the viewing component. So like this, so clearly we will be having the idea where actually the problem is, and we can address that particular component, we can address that particular problem. Okay, instead of referring, instead of searching for the problem in the all the components. Okay, so because of that, the maintainability is very very easy. Okay, and if we go for the next slide, so what is this model view control architecture pattern? Already we know. Okay, so what is model view control architecture pattern? Okay, so model means uh, encapsulate application state, respond to the state, then expose application functionality, then notice views of changes. Okay, so that is all some of the characteristics of our model. Then if I go for the controller, defines the application behavior. Okay, so the application has to behave like this, application has to change like this. Okay, application has to save the data like this. Okay, so all these behaviors is controlled by the controller part. Then maps user actions. Okay, so mapping of user, creating of user, controlling of user. Okay, that is also part of the controller. Selects the views for responses. Okay, selection of the views for responses, it is also part of the controller. One for each functionality. Okay, so one for each functionality, so that is also part of the controller. If I go for the viewing, okay, render these models. Okay, so means whatever the design. Okay, so we design whatever the controller part we include. Okay, so all this need to be presented properly. Okay, that is taken care by the viewing part. Okay, then request updates from the model. Okay, so if any updates are required, that is requested by the this viewing part, viewing component. Okay, sends user gestures to the controller. Okay, so if user, end user uses some kind of gestures or some kind of inputs is given by the end user, all this thing. Okay, so it is communicated to the controller, and allows the controller to select the view. Okay, allows the controller to select the view. Okay, so the controller so is allowed to select. Okay, so that is also one of the part of our model view control architecture pattern or viewing component. Okay, so like this, controller is there, model is there, and viewing is there. As you can see, okay, so these are the some of the what the connection or connectivity between these three components. Okay, that is explained by this small diagram. Okay, and the model, the most programs are supposed to do work, not just be another pretty face. Okay, so most programs of our model view control architecture patterns are, so they are supposed to do work. Okay, so it is we are not creating any of the programs or any of the component. Okay, simply just for creating sake. Okay, so instead of that, we assigned, okay, we assign one or the other task for each and every component. Okay, so it may be components of the model, it may be components of the viewing, it may be components of the controller. Okay, so that is a first point. Okay, so in the model part, in the model. Okay, so in the model, not any component is simply created. Okay, so the all the components inside the model which are created. Okay, so they are created for the reason. Okay, so that is called, the programs are supposed to do work, not just for another pretty face. Next one, but there are some exceptions. Useful program exist long before GUIs. Okay, some exceptions are there. Okay, so that is some GUIs are there. Okay, so the job of the GUI is to present. Okay, so it is a user interface. Okay, so for user interface, so they don't have a much job to do. Okay, as a user interface, so whatever the user types and whatever the user gives as the input, that need to be transmitted to the transferred to the controller part. Okay, that is the only job of the graphical user interface. Next one, the model is a part that does the work. It models the actual problem being solved. Okay, so what is the role of the model? Model is the part that does the work. Okay, so the model is the part that actually does the work. Okay, and it models the actual problem being solved. Okay, so whatever the actual problem, okay, so which need to be solved, okay, so that is solved by our model. Then the model should be independent of both the controller and the viewing. Even though we have three different parts: model, view, and controller, so we should see that model should be independent. Okay, model should be independent of both the controller and the view. So view is a separate one, and the controller is a separate one, and we use a model as just a part. Okay, so we are not saying that model is dependent on the view or it's dependent on the controller. Okay, so that is one more a characteristic of our model. Next, the independent gives a flexibility and robustness. When it is independent, it gives a flexibility, it gives a robustness. Okay, so that is one of the feature of our model part. Next one, we go for the viewing. So what is this view means? View is one more component. So what is this view? So typically the user has to able to see or view what the program is doing. Okay, so viewing is the next part. Okay, so the next component of the model view control architecture pattern, where so the viewing plays very important role. Typically the user expects to see something. Okay, so if a user types something, if user expects some result, all this thing is viewable in the graphical user interface. The graphical user interface directly connected to this viewing part, and viewing part or viewing component will take care of presenting the things in a proper way to the end user. That is the main focus of the viewing part. Okay, so next one, the view shows what the model is doing. Okay, so model is which is at the back end. Okay, so what is it's performing some different kind of a task and all. So then that overall result will be shown in the viewing component. So we can say that whatever the model is performing, whatever the controller is performing, it's completely uh, displayed. It completed result is we can see inside the viewing component. Okay, that is the viewing component characteristic. The view is passive observer. So as you can see here, the view is a passive observer. It should not affect the model. So it's a passive. Okay, so whatever the output given by the model, whatever the output given by the controller, so that is just displayed on the viewing component. It's a passive observer. Okay, so it is not active one. So whatever the output it want to show, it just shows that output. So any feedback, okay, so any feedback need to be given. So it is it's not allowed to give any kind of a feedback. Okay, so to the model. So instead of that, it just displays the contents on the screen. Next one, the model should be independent of the view, but it can provide access methods. So model is completely independent. Okay, so model is completely independent of the viewing. So nowhere it can get any kind of a feedback from the viewing component. Okay, but it can provide some access methods. Okay, so based on the design, so model can provide some access method to the viewing. The view should not display. The view should not display what the controller think is happening. Okay, so that is one more thing you should keep in mind. The view should not display what the controller thinking is happening. Okay, so that is view should display only the thing. Okay, so what uh, going to which the controls feel like displaying. Okay, so only the uh, what you can say, what is the only the proper results, only the controllers results only you should display. So that is a meaning of we should not display what the controller thinks is happening. So because so many things will be happening inside the controller, so and all the things need not to be displayed. So what are the end results of the controller? Okay, so that only if the view can display, so that is more than enough from the viewing component side. Okay, so next one, the one more third component is called as controller component. What is the controller component job? The controller decides what the model is to do. So the what the model is to do, so that is completely controlled. That is monitored by the controller component. Often the user is put in control by means of GUI. Okay, the user is put into control by means of the GUI. Okay, so even the graphic user interface, from the graphic user interface we can give some inputs to the controller. Okay, that is the meaning. Okay, so from the graphic user interface we can get some info from the user. Okay, so that is connected directly to the controller. The controller and the model can almost always be separated. The controller and a model, so they work separate. So even though there is a communication, even though there is a connection among these two, so but they work separately. So and it is required wherever it is required, so there only, so we use our controller to communicate with the model. Okay, so not always the controller will be in touch with the model. Okay, so that is not required. The design of controller depends on the model. Okay, the design of the controller, it is depending on the model. So that is also one of the point. Next one, the model should not depend on the controller. Okay, so because they are separate components. Okay, so there is no any dependency between the model and the controller. So model is a one of the basic thing from which so we develop our whole system. Okay, so the model is the base. Okay, it is a model is like a basic design. Okay, so we can say, so using the design, so we develop the whole system. Okay, so it may be viewing system, it may be controller system, it may be any other kind of a monitoring system. Okay, so all these things are developed based on the model. Okay, next one. So next, if I go for a controller communication, so this is so which explains the communication between the communication of the controller communicates with the view. So always we are telling, okay, so there is no any dependency, there is no any what so it is a separate component, the controller is a separate component, model is a separate component, viewing is a separate component. It's not mean that so even though they are separate component, so if the communication is required among these components, okay, so automatically we do the communication with the view. Okay, so how this control will communicate with the view determines which objects are being manipulated. Okay, so for example, viewing component and controller component want to communicate. So that time, so the viewing component major job is to see that, okay, so we have a graphic user interface. So the user will use that graphic user interface. He can give some inputs. He can give some feedbacks. Okay, that is a main job of our viewing component. Okay, so whenever viewing components take some inputs, so that is communicated to the controller. As is telling, or it determines which objects are being manipulated. If the user manipulates some objects through the graphic user interface, through the viewing component, that is communicated to the controller. That is a one channel of communication between the viewing component and the controller component. Okay, example, which object was selected with the mouse click. If I click the mouse and if I select some text box, if I click the mouse and if I select some menu, okay, if I click the mouse and if I select some tab, if I click the mouse and if I select some what a submit button. Okay, so this is what the input given by the user. So through the viewing component, that is properly communicated to the controller component. Next one, the calls the model methods to make changes. Okay, so this is also one of the communication between the controller and a model. Okay, so the controller also communicate with the model component. It calls the model methods to make the changes. Okay, so if any change is required, so because as I said, model component is a very basic component. Okay, so from that only whole system is developed. So if any change is required for that model component, so it is communicated to the model component. Then, so if any change is required, so that is suggested by the controller. So this is also one of the thing. Then advantages. If I go for advantages of this model view control architecture pattern, the input processing is separate from the output processing. Okay, so we have a separate input and output processing. So that is the one of the advantage. The controller can be interchanged, allowing the different user interface modes. Okay, so controller can be interchanged along the different user interaction modes. then multiple views of the model can supported easily. So multiple views also it is easily supported. So that is a small diagram which shows we have a model, then there is a view one is there, so there is a controller one, the view two is there, controller two is there, and view three is there, so like that. So we can have a separate model and can have a separate controller. Sorry, we can have a separate controller and we can have a separate view, and so we can refer our model this one. Okay, so components. Next one, other ways, combining the controllers and view. So we can combine controllers and view. So as we are doing here, we can combine and we can control and view the small programs. So maybe high interdependent. Okay, never mix the model. Okay, so like this, so either we can combine it for small programs, we can combine it for high interdependence. Okay, so or if we don't want to mix these two models, but we should not mix the two models, only there should be a communication. So that is a meaning. Next one, so the other ways is continuation. Okay, no model view interaction. So no model and a view interaction. So instead of that, so we have an interaction between model and a controller. There is no any interaction. Okay, so in the model view control architecture pattern, all the interaction happens through the controller. Okay, controller talks to the model and view. No projects. Controller talks to the model view, and we don't have any this one interaction among the model and a viewing component. Okay, so why this model view control architecture pattern we should use? So the which provides a logical structure for heavy interactive system. Okay, so that is what the main advantages of model view control architecture pattern. So if you have a very heavily interactive system, okay, so more interactions are there, assume. Okay, so user will be interacting each and every second, and not only single user, thousands together users are there which are who are using all these different components of the application. So every time, okay, so the users will be interacting, they are sending some other feedbacks, and also that time, so it is very difficult to monitor with the normal design pattern. So because of that, we can use a model view controller design pattern. And next advantage is adheres to the good engineering design. Okay, so which is a very good engineering design. Okay, so which we follow in the model view control architecture pattern. Okay, so that is one more advantages. Okay, next one, information hiding is possible, then less coupling is possible, and it's a simplicity. So simplicity because we have a three separate components. Okay, so it makes very simple. Then delegate control style. Okay, control style is very good. We can have the very good control style, and it's a very delegate control style, and its continuation again. Okay, combining the model view control into a class or using a global variable will not scale. Combining the model view control uh, combining model view control architecture into a class or using a global variable will not scale. Okay, why? Because the model may have more than one views. Okay, so because of that, okay, so the model can have more than one views. Okay, so because of that, so even if you combine the model with pattern, so the global variables and all, so we don't have any effect on the scaling of our application or increasing of size of our application. Next one, the separation eases maintenance. Okay, so that as I said, okay, the separation of model component, viewing component, controlling component. Okay, so which eases, okay, which helps in maintenance. Okay, so because so easy to add the new viewer later. Okay, so we can easily add, we can easily delete. Okay, so that is a one of the big advantage of model view control architecture pattern. Okay, so and also we can change the view later. Example, we can change it to 3D views and all. Okay, that is one more advantage. What is the point? Okay, it is just a plain easier. Okay, so it is a very easy going, and it's very easier kind of a model with control architecture pattern. Okay, or easy kind of a design pattern. Next one, a study shows that most introductory CS college students tend to climb up user interface program into one big main class. Okay, so that is a user interface program. So they want to make it into a very big application. Next one, unfair fairly seems from students tendency to program according to styles present textbooks and not being introduce the design principles early. Okay, so these design principles in early syllabus or in previous things and all. Okay, so this was not focused much. Okay, so we can say, so because nobody was worried about these design principles and what model we control architecture pattern and software architecture patterns and all. But nowadays, so because of our software engineering and so much of research in the software engineering, so everybody trying to understand, so what are the different architecture pattern and design pattern which are available for application development. Okay, so this is okay, so the end of the one more small introduction or example of our model vector architecture pattern and its advantages. Okay, so we'll see in the next class. Thank you.